I have bought a crash damaged Audi R8, and you will never believe it what we're gonna have to do to get this back on the road. So we brought this home and it's perfect condition. Well, wait till you see the rear of it. So basically, I'm just sitting in the engine bay and chillaxing. Why I'm here? Well, if you haven't seen the last episode, you should watch it because it was a mild one. So the engine came with a small issue. Manifold is damaged, and it's damaged on both sides. And guess what you have to do to replace it? That's right. To replace these manifolds or the flex pipes, you have to rip the engine out, which I never ever done it in my life, but here we go. It's sitting there, ready to get repaired. How we did it? Good question. No, you don't want me to. No. You want me to spoil it for you? Well, I will. We actually dropped the engine. Literally dropped it. I hate saying that, but it happened. So unfortunately, this engine has few more surprises. Hidden surprises. Same way as the manifolds. Like when I bought the car, I didn't know the manifolds were damaged, because if I did, I don't think I would have bought it, just because what I paid for it. When I started the car and left it sitting to warm up, it was actually producing a lot of smoke inside the engine bay. And this is to do with the top valve cover seal, which I'm gonna have to replace because it's leaking on the manifold and is obviously burning. So this is where it's leaking from, and you can see it's all like soaked in oil, even around here. And there's all more issues in the back here. This is the front of the engine, if you want to call it, and then that would be the back. So there's an actual crankshaft seal that is behind this, and there's a lot of oil. Like there's so much oil around here. So what is happening here when it's leaking and when you have the engine running, this just splatters everywhere. So yeah, so I'm gonna have to take this off and replace the seal now. And then in the other side of the engine, I think it's leaking here as well. So that needs to be, the seal, the gasket, whatever you want to call it, needs to be changed on this side as well. And obviously, I've got some flex pipes that we're gonna have to weld. I'll cut this off and weld the new ones on, because I did order these, not new, second hand, but they came damaged, same as that one. So they're no good. So the other solution I've got for this is try to repair by changing these, just these, on both sides. I'm sure you can tell, guys, I'm not an expert. I have never done this before. So yeah, enjoy the show, because this is gonna be a crazy one. Will this ever breathe again? I hope so. I really want it to be back on the road, because this is such a special machine. But again, it's gonna be a challenge. So I'm sure you all wondered if anything got damaged when the engine fell back in here. And to be honest, nothing actually got damaged, which we're very, very lucky and fortunate. The only thing that's got slightly bent, but I can fix all that. But the engine itself, there's no visual damage that I can see. So I think we got really lucky. Okay guys, it's time to get this shield off, because I want to start working on these two manifolds, because they're the big problem, biggest I think, for now anyway. I'm still waiting for the parts for the seals and gaskets and stuff, so I need to do this first. Anyway, so we know what to do next. If you can't get them repaired, you're gonna have to look into something else. See all this, I could repair this no problem, like straighten all out, take bits off, and then just to match to this one. Shouldn't be too bad. Obviously this year is going to be a lot more challenging to do. Can do that one. Look at that. Yeah, this definitely seen the better days. So we're actually ready to take these manifolds off. We did try this a couple episodes ago, but it was just not enough room. It was too tight inside the engine bay, and that's why we have this sitting in front of us, and now it's gonna be a lot easier. Let's say there's one nut for this one. I'm gonna take the 2 oxygen sensor off. Oh, she's tight. She is tight, brothers. Oh boy, that was pretty solid. To be honest, I could probably take all this off because it's in my way. There we go. Oh yes, the last nut. This is it, guys. Oh yeah, that's it. That's all we wanted to do for so long. Literally, that's all we wanted to do. And that made it so awkward, didn't it? So that's it, there's not much in here. The other thing I want to do, I want to take this shield off. I'm taking this off because there's freaking this guy that was so awkward. That's where the cable was mounted. So this is what I had to do to take the cable off, just completely mangle this. So I'm gonna put this back in here. So I'll just do this, squeeze it back in, it'll do the job. So that's it, guys, the manifold is out. As you can see, that's the troublemaker. And then we got this muffler, have straightened these mounting points. So this side was mangled and this side was mangled, but now it's all repaired and ready to go. The only thing I couldn't save, I got these straightened out, but there was one really bad, which is that one, which I'm gonna have to buy second hand or new, whatever, but this one is good. I straightened that one out, so I still need to get this. But now we are ready to take the manifold from this side, which we haven't touched because it was tighter in this side. So we're gonna take the shield off and then we're gonna take 6 nuts. Obviously being drenched in oil helps a lot. So this side is all oily. Look at all this. This is all oily. So that's dripping onto the manifold. It does actually look like it's seeping from the top, which is good because I really don't want to change the bottom. Bottom would be an absolute nightmare to change. I just want to show you how much oil is sitting in the bottom of that. And it's seeping through. You can actually see it's seeping through here. Muffler. Left muffler because it's closer to muffler. And we'll do left to say valve. That's us, guys. We have it off. Yes! So what lives in here? Well, not much. Just a gasket. Which I have bought new gaskets. So there's a gasket. Nothing special. So that's it, guys. That's them off. Which is great success. Of course, after taking this beast out, it was pretty simple. But the plan is, right, so to get manifolds, I'm just guessing, they're probably £1,000 each, which is what, £2,000? And that's just a guess, they might be even more expensive. So what I'm planning to do, I have bought new flex pipes. They're just exhaust flex pipes, I think I call them. And we're gonna use these to replace this. We're gonna cut this off and then we'll get the reference point and then we'll know where this needs to go by using this face. Sounds simple, but I bet it's gonna be a nightmare. But I'm glad I got these, and they were £20 each. So I got 2 of these, so that's 40 quid from eBay. So that should actually work if we can get the positioning and the angles right. So for past couple of days, the weather has been not great. Not what it was when we was actually taking the engine out. So I had to cover everything up because obviously this is Northern Ireland and it rains a lot. I have been keeping an eye out in the Facebook marketplace for something temporary and I have found a tent. It's literally 8 meters by 6 and by 5 meters high. It's absolute humongous and it's crazy that it's a tent. But the problem I'm having at the minute is this is obviously not concrete. You're supposed to bolt this to the concrete, but I think I have a solution. I got these anchor bolts, you call them, and this is what it looks like, and they are 70 centimeters long. This is where the first one needs to go, And this is what I'm gonna use. It's a 14 socket. So, of course, nothing's ever easy. So I think I hit something. Like, so it's not moving. So let's see what it is. Ah. Okay. There's a lot of big rocks in there, of course. Ah. Now we're getting somewhere. So I got the first corner piece done and anchored it down, and then you use these clamps to clamp it around this pipe. And this is a corner piece, and I've already done that one, and I already squared it up. I used a bit of rope to square the whole thing up. This is 5th round he's doing. It's crazy. Nice. So when I bought this, I was told this is 6 meters this way and need that way, but it turns out to be 5 meters this way and need that way. So my posts don't match, obviously. It's out about 1 meter, as you can see there. I literally spent the whole day doing this side, and it's for nothing. I'm gonna have to move this. Yeah, okay. Day 2, trying to put the tent up. Last night we had to abandon the ship because it started to rain. But today it's a new day and it looks like it's a beautiful day. That's why I'm wearing the shades. So like yesterday we got the foundation, if you want to call it, the feet all measured up and squared up. But the problem is the tent is not 6 meters. The tent is 5 meters by 8. So we have to move this line 1 meter this way.
Victory!
Victory, yeah boy!
Spróbujemy.
Nice! Nice job! So we have actually nearly finished our first garage. I know it's a tent, but for me this is absolutely amazing. Still need to do one here and one on this side, and we literally have nearly finished. Look at the height, it's crazy. And I'm gonna be so happy working in here because obviously it's not gonna be like, oh there's rain, what are we gonna do? Alright guys, we are finally ready to put the cover on, and the cover is sitting there. We need to lay it flat and roll it, so when we have it sitting on the edge there, we can pull up the ropes across and that should roll. We've got the cross sections on, everything's bolted down, everything's taped up. Got all this taped up, that's to protect the cover. So we have successfully got the tent up, but now we're not afraid of the rain, but we do need some light. It's pretty dark in here and the camera doesn't like it. So I have bought big panel lights, and these are 60 by 120. This is the view from up here. As you can see, it's pretty high, but I'm here to show you how I hang the lights. So I used a crimp and I crimped it onto the here we go, onto the screw, and I used the wire, steel wire, to suspend the lights. So that's gonna hopefully hold. And then to stop this from rubbing onto the cable tie, I just put a bit of duct tape, and that should do the job. And I've done the same thing on this side, and I still need to do 2 more here, 2 more here, and 2 more in the middle. So that's gonna take me a while, and this is what I'm gonna do. And then I need to obviously run the cable from both sides and the middle, and the switch is gonna be right there. Hang on, can I zoom in, please? The switch is gonna be right here. So this is what I'm gonna do for probably the rest of the day, trying to get the lights up. And that's the reason I haven't posted anything about this girl, because the weather's been really bad. It's been raining, so my priority was get this tent up so I can put more content out for you guys to watch, because the R8 is waiting for me, and it's been waiting for me for a week now, and I haven't even touched it. But it's for a good cause. I need this tent up, so the weather is not an issue anymore, unless it's gonna be storm and it's gonna take the tent away, but hopefully that doesn't happen. Testing some lights out. I think they're looking good. Is this what way we want it? I think so. Yeah, looking good, I think. Yeah. Yeah, boy. Have we done it? Looks very nice, but it's a wee tiny bit dark. We can change that. Now the middle, and now the side. Is that looking good? Is that enough light? I think it is. I think it's pretty good. Looking very interesting.